Hello guys, another video. I think it's Final Find 49. It's in the new short format that I will be doing going forward with whatever I'm doing in the future. Yeah, it's a few records, something to say about them, and bam, that's it. Um, I don't know whether I will be making videos about new records in the near future because there has been a change in my situation, so I need to cut back on some of my non-essential uh, stuff that I'm buying basically. So records is not a priority right now, and it might change soon or it might not change, and we'll have to see anyway. So still, I have bought some new records and I want to share them with you, and you can come back to me and say that leave your comments, and I'd love hearing from you and just saying whether you like it or not, or if you have opinion on something or whatever. And so yeah, some new records and a holy grail which I will show at the end. So starting off with what's playing in the background, which is like the standard thing that I'm doing. So it's this one. It's Ayahuasca Dark Trip Mind Journey. It's the title of the album, and it's out on this label, Cosmic Eye, number one. This is number one record that they did, and it's international bunch. These guys, it's some Greek guys, some Spanish guys, and it's like very European. And they've done some other records that I will show as well. Not these guys specifically. And as you can hear, it's like really good psychedelia, modern day psychedelia. Really nice. I really enjoy this one. The album cover just reminds me of, I don't know, trance, trance music in the 90s. But I've said this before, and it might be that it's people that were infants at that time and they think that it's cool because it's been 20 years. For me, it's just yesterday, but there you have it. So really good one, this one. And I also bought the other two numbers that they came out, the other two editions, records that they issued. So it's this is I number two, and it's these guys, Montibus Comunitas. Whoops, these are Spanish. It's like an old Spanish setup. What they do again, psychedelic music, more electronic, a little bit more ambient. Reminds me of the band called, I don't remember the name right now because that's what always happens. I do remember the album though, one of the albums that they did, because they did a string of albums, and it's called Jurassic Shift. Came out in the early 90s, and it's like seminal electronic psychedelic album of that era. It does remind me of that sound. It's not that sound, it's more ambient as I said, but it's really good as well. So these two I enjoyed very much. I've also bought this one, which is number three, and it's Temple. Number three, which is called the Temple of the Smoke, the Lost Art of Twilight. It's heavier. I, I haven't enjoyed it that much, but you can check them out on YouTube. This is what I did. I've I found out that I've read it somewhere and I checked it out on YouTube. I liked it and I said, well, I'll buy all three of them. And two of them turned out to be really good. Highly recommended for people like Calvier 68, and also who else might be interested? Andreas might be interested, Grecian Thunder, and who else might be interested? Sequoia Flame. He's not watching, but he might be really excited, and he will get other people excited about these records as well. He's good at doing that. So this is what's playing in the background. I've also got two records, very recent. First one you already saw, which is Colin Stetson, New History of Warfare Volume 2, See More Light, and double LP, and it was a surprise because I haven't read anything about it. I bought it because I loved Volume 2, and the first thing that struck me was that Justin Vernon of Bon Iver, who is Bon Iver basically, does some vocals on it. So this record actually has vocals, not on every track, but it has vocals on some tracks. I haven't listened to it yet, full thing. Is it comparable to the previous one? It is. It is different because it has vocals. So yeah, I mean, it's Colin Stetson. You get it anyway. The other one is Pan American. There you go. It's the newest one. Yeah, sorry about the thingy here. So it's a Cloud Room, Glass Room. Latest release from Pan American, double LP. Fantastic ambient electronic stuff from these guys. The Pan American have made one of my favorite albums from the early 2000s. Well, for decade basically. It's called 360. Can't remember the title. So yeah, 360 something, and it's just amazing electronic album, electronic ambient, that kind of thing. If you're looking, for something like that kind of sound, then just go for it. 2 thumbs up. Can't go wrong with these guys. And 6 minutes. So one last thing, I wanted to say that I've shown this one before. Ataxia AW2, which stands for Automatic Writing 2. It's a side project from John Frusciante, and it's basically, there's 2 records. It's Automatic Writing 1, and it's called Automatic Writing basically, and this is Automatic Writing 2. And it's just John Frusciante doing more freer, kind of jammier kind of stuff in the studio. And Automatic Writing 1 is hands down unbelievable. Highly recommended. I don't have it to show it here because I have it back home in Greece. So, but yeah, I bought this because number 1 was just so unbelievable that I had to have this. This is really good as well. However, this is not the first one I recommend you get. You get Automatic Writing 1, and then Automatic Writing basically, and then you will get this as I did, because you have to have both of them. This is very good though. I mean, it's just that it's being compared to something that is fucking believable. And yeah, Holy Grail Time, one of my favorite records of all time, in my opinion, the best record ever made. It's a bit of a lofty kind of thing, to say about a record and say that it's the best record ever made. Because there are good candidates out there. I mean, from anywhere from, for some people anyway, the Beatles with Sgt. Pepper's Hearts Club Band, and Led Zeppelin 4, and I don't know, Elvis Presley and Noi and Amadou and the Smiths, or you name it. There's like tons and tons and tons of records. John Coltrane, not even going to jazz there, right? So yeah, I mean, given the title of the best album of all time is really hard. My opinion is that this album is one of the best, is probably the best, because the way that I feel about it is that music has been moving towards a direction of merging different genres and electronic music and indie music and psychedelic music and all these kinds of things, and sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. So for example, it wasn't very successful when they did that rap metal thing in the early 90s. That was disgusting. That was terrible. But this band pulled it off, and I think that they managed to put rock music, from this century, that is informed by all the things that have been happening for the last 30 years, if you like, 40, 50 years of rock music, and put it together with modern electronic music, because it's it's what's happening now, and they made this, which is just, yeah. Radiohead in Rainbows. This is the special edition. I got the download when it came out. Shame on me, I didn't pay anything. I should have given like a $5. And I got the CD like a couple of years later, and I never knew that it came out in this version, and I wanted to buy it. I always found this version out on Discogs for like £100, £120 near mint, or mint sealed and whatnot. And I had to make a decision and say that, what, I want to buy it. And I went like last week on Discogs. One guy was selling his copy, and he said that it's immaculate for £60. It sounded like a good deal. He said that everything is immaculate, everything is in place, and you know, the album has been played, the records have been played, the packaging has been used. So yeah, but it's fine. For £60, I tried it. I had tried before, you know, things that were said. People said they were mint, and they were not mint, completely not mint. I had to send them back. But this one is in really good condition. Now I wouldn't say that it's immaculate, in the sense that there is some bit of wear and tear. I would say that it's a VG plus, in a, you know, in a strict kind of way. So you know, it's in a cardboard box, obviously in a cardboard, you know, box set. Comes in hardcover double set that has the CDs on one side, two CDs, sorry, two CDs, one remixes and one the album, and has this, which has like, you know, images and, you know, just artwork, and then it has the thingy here where you just flip through and it has the lyrics and whatnot, and of course the actual records, which you can find here. So yeah, the guy said immaculate. As I said, it's a VG plus. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but there are some shiny spots, if you can see them, which is just, you know, from taking the record off the sleeve of the box set and just putting it back, which is like completely understandable. And given that, you know, from paid something like, you know, £50 less for this one, it's just, yeah, I cannot really complain. He packaged it really well. It came just, you know, great shape. So I'm very happy, very happy for this one, because I wanted it for a long time. So yeah, that's my update. It's 12 minutes. I went 2 minutes over time, but I had to talk about this one. I hope you enjoyed. Do leave your comments, as always. Like the video, unlike the video, subscribe, unsubscribe. But do leave your comments, whatever they may be, and I'm happy to hear from you. So next time, until next time, it might not be new vinyl finds. It might be like, you know, just records that I've bought over time, and, you know, I think that I should revisit, or I have revisited and I want to say something about them. So, you know, I will be around, but maybe not with new things to show. So anyway, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around. See ya.